Governor Soludo identifies human capital development as major player in building a greater future for Anambra State. Deputy Governor Ibezim calls for genuine partnership to actualize state government developmental initiative. Nigerian Communication Commission allays fares over tariff increase. A security chief appointed Hong Kong's next leader. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround and maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. Welcome to the news. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has commissioned some corporate social responsibility projects at Capital City Secondary School and Amenyi Primary School, Awka, executed by Chief Clem Ngobo, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Awka Millennium City. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadoa has details.
Among the projects commissioned are a story building, housing digital library, classrooms and assembly hall at Capital City Secondary School, Awka, grassed football field, perimeter fence, security and refurbished classroom block, drainage channel to combat erosion at Amenyi Community Primary School, modern toilet facilities at both schools, borehole and overhead water tanks, and re-equipping of school physics, chemistry and biology laboratories to encourage education among students. The governor in his speech identified human capital development as a major player in building a greater future for Anambra State. He harped on the need to empower students through quality education and commended Chief Ngobo for his immense contributions to the development of the society, which he described as a landmark.
If I kwelo na nkwa bo na if I na-abịa bụ ka anyị mee Anambra ka ọ dị ka ebe obibi. Ka ọ ga-abụ nwata amụ na Anambra enwerozi ife na-achụ ya ijebe Lagos ma ijebe Abuja ma ịgbapụ Anambra. Ọ ga-abụ onye Anambra chụbala ọsọ n'ebe ọzọ n'ụwa. Onwe obodo ọ ga-asị kpasuo m iwe na mbem.
Speaking, Chief Ngobo, who observed that the journey of school adoption began over 12 years ago, noted that Governor Soludo was the first to initiate such with the adoption of Amoji Primary School in Swofia, Agwata local government area. He expressed delight in making sustainable social investment, adding that his efforts are in line with Governor Soludo's vision of building Anambra State into a livable and prosperous mega city driven by philosophy of one Anambra, one people, one agenda.
Take delight in making sustainable social investment in every location we have our footprints. As a result, earlier on when we signed the MOU with the state government to partner on the development of Awka Millennium City, we began immediately to identify areas we can focus our social interventions. Following findings from the need assessment study, we selected the Capital City Secondary School and Amenyi Community Primary School. I'm happy that just 3 years down the line from the MOU signing, we are already able to commission some of the projects at our adopted school. This is just the beginning of many interventions as we are here for the long run.
The Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumode, commended Chief Ngobo for the legacy, advising the Anambra to invest more in education to equip the future leaders with the right skills.
And for this endeavor, we owe a world of thanks to Chris Ngobo. You have taken this CRS to another dimension by impacting on education.
Governor Soludo at the event unveiled the plaque and officially commissioned the project to commemorate the adoption of Capital City Secondary School and Amenyi Community Primary School, Oka, by Chief Ngobo. Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uchenna Okafo, Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Nnemeka Achebe, the traditional ruler of Oka, Obi Gibson Nwosu, represented by his cabinet members, members of the State Executive Council, among others, graced the occasion.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim has re-echoed call for collective effort in the fight against insecurity. Dr. Ibezim made the call during the third session of the 12th Synod of Awka Diocese Anglican Communion held in at St. Peter's Anglican Church, Abagana, Njikoka local government area. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The Deputy Governor, while addressing the Synod delegates, stated that no meaningful development can thrive in any society in the face of insecurity, calling on citizens to join the state government in tackling insecurity. Dr. Ibezim urged the Church to keep supporting and praying for Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration, adding that no government can stand without the support of the Church. While promising that the government will not pull out from the support it gives the Church, Dr. Ibezim re-emphasized the government's passion to make the state clean, habitable and prosperous homeland. Describing the theme of the conference, Running the Christian Race, the implication in these perilous times, as thought-provoking, Dr. Ibezim pleaded with the Church to continue to promote the work of evangelism while decrying the high rate of youth engagement on idolatry.
I bring you the good messages of my principal, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, who strongly believes in what the church can do. If you look what we are doing, we are trying to clean up Anambra State. Aicho, Anambra de Ocha, Uwenu Kochuku. So people are amidst all this, the greatest on our hand is insecurity. There cannot be any meaningful development in insecurity. Security of the state is in your hands, is in our hands. Please and please, we plead as church leaders, the governor said I should remind all of us that we have a role to play, critical role.
On his part, the founder of IDE Global Movement and an Old Progressives Grand Alliance aspirant for Awka North and South Federal Constituency, Chief Azubike Okwozo, charged the Synod delegates to put into practice knowledge they will garner from the Synod while assuring to give quality governance if elected in the forthcoming election.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim has called for genuine partners to actualize African-Taiwan initiative envisaged by Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Dr. Ibezim made the call when the management of Anambra State Community and Social Development Agency paid him a courtesy visit in his office at the Government House, Awka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata report is taken from our studio.
The Anambra State Community and Social Development Agency, CDSA, World Bank assisted, is a fully fledged parastatal of Anambra State government established by law in 2009 and revived in 2018 with the purpose of alleviating poverty in poor communities in the state through the Community and Social Development Project. The Deputy Governor commended the agency for its effort towards providing access to improve economic and social infrastructure to communities, especially those considered to be particularly in need.
What caught my attention so much is where the people you pay will help us do some things, like in keeping the environment clean. And I think they can also be part of the monitoring team.
Yes.
I don't know how we're able to structure, but if we go quickly and say yes, part of the monitoring team, I wonder what, how much they have been trained. You don't give what you don't have. So I don't know the structures on ground, because it's not just paying people.
Earlier, the general manager of the agency, Mr. Shudi Mojeku, who said the visit was to introduce the leadership of the agency and its impact so far to the new government, noted that over 2.5 million beneficiaries have been empowered with access to improved social and natural resources infrastructure in various sectors. Mr. Mojeku disclosed that over 250 micro projects were equally supported with over 1,000 direct and indirect jobs, while the youth were offered training in various skills acquisition programs.
We were able to support very poor communities to implement some 250 micro projects across various sectors, about 7 sectors. Electricity, water, roads, health, education, environment, socio-economic activities, and so on. In some 62 communities, and we were able to, from the survey we did, close to 2.5 million Anambarians on the Anambra, benefited directly or indirectly.
In a vote of thanks, the manager, creative service of the agency, Mrs. Uche Mwizuwo, assured that the agency will continue to alleviate plight of poor people and communities.
Anambra State Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Barrister Anthony Ifanya, has inaugurated a 7-man committee to canvass an action plan that will serve the ministry for a period of 4 years. The Commissioner, Barrister Ifanya, inaugurated the committee at the ministry's headquarters at the Jerome Udoji State Secretariat, Awka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata filed on this report.
The committee has 3 weeks from the date of inauguration to complete its assignment. The Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources is one of the new ministries created by Governor Chukwuma Soludo's administration to achieve a purpose-driven smart megacity as contained in its manifesto. Inaugurating the committee, Barrister Ifanya said the members of the committee, chaired by Dr. Alex Obiobolu, are experts and could carry out the tasks to the ministry's expectation, having served in petroleum and mineral resources sectors. While adding that the task before them is paramount in building the ministry to standard, Barrister Ifanya further expressed his determination and passion to successfully develop the ministry, improving the internally generated revenue of the state and increasing its status in the nation.
It's my hunger, my passion to give this ministry a very good outing, to boost and make a success out of it, so that Mr. Governor will know that his choice is not a wrong one. Actually, the first commission in this case, we're out. We know that much is expected of him. Anambarians know his worth, we know his courage and comportment. We know his level of intelligence.
On his part, the chairman of the committee, Dr. Obiobolu, assured that the committee will deliver on its mandate.
I'm so glad that coming in and seeing the membership of the committee, it's populated with people who have experience, not just in the sector, but also in administration. And some of them have also been in the ministry and various departments of government. So it's something that gives me joy and gives me the confidence that we will be able to meet that aspiration of the combined country.
Other members of the committee are Barrister Richard Ezechukwu, Dr. Emenike Ezinando, Dr. Chris Ofokansi, and Chief D.O. Ezendo, among others. In Awka, Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
A former Commissioner for Environment in Anambra State, Mr. Obi Nwankwo, has said that his vision is to give Awka North and South the type of representation that has eluded the area over the years. Mr. Nwankwo, a frontline aspirant vying to represent Awka North and South Federal Constituency in the 2023 general election, stated this during a meeting with the Anambra State Executive Council of the All Progressive Grand Alliance ABGA in Awka. Correspondent Chibuzo Obirike completes the story.
Mr. Nwankwo was accompanied to the event by people from his hometown, support groups and friends. Mr. Nwankwo, who was also a former Commissioner for Science and Technology, Power and Utility, had during his time in office ensured full digitalization of the ministries with computers and internet, reinvigoration of the state power grid, most notable the Algo Kasop injection station, restoration of power to Orumba North and South and Aguleri communities, among others, as well as spearheading the street lights projects of the last administration and construction of structures at the Inteje Rehabilitation Home. The former commissioner, while asking all stakeholders in the area to reunite and stand by him, assured that he will remain committed and supportive of the political process during and after the election, and insisted that it was important for everyone to put away personal interests and consider the collective goals of the people of the constituency.
People want somebody that will let their needs, their problems to be heard in the Green Chambers floor, so that you'll be able to be outspoken to tell them the problems of your constituency. There are enormous problems, especially the Oka North people. These are people that are known for agriculture, and up till this day, they don't have even one single tractor, or we call it agricultural tool, in their place.
In her speech, the ABGA chairman, Oka South, Mrs. Chikodi Nonyelo, said that Mr. Nwankwo is a man whose uprightness and credibility speak for him, adding that his commitment to the political well-being of his people stands him out from other aspirants jostling for the same position.
So I'm pleading on his behalf from Oka South local government. To learn so with all this, let us assist him.
Receiving Mr. Nwankwo and his entourage, the Anambra State ABGA chairman, Sanobat Obi, said that the former commissioner's service record speaks volumes of his credibility, a trait that the party takes pride in, assuring the entire people of Oka North and South that the party will always produce the best candidates with the right knowledge of leadership, willing to work and give the best to the people.
You have a new person or a new name being new to me, or someone, my ally, my close ally. Very close ally.
In Oka, Chibuzo Obidike, ABS News.
The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, has allayed fears emanating from subscribers in the country following the agitation by telecommunication operators to increase services tariffs. NCC said it has monitored with keen interest the deluge of reports in the media on the demand by mobile network operators, MNOs, ostensibly to increase tariffs of telecom services, and has taken note of the fears being expressed by subscribers on the agitation. The demand being made by MNOs under the auspices of the Association of Licensed Telecommunication Operators of Nigeria, ALTON, citing high costs of running the operations as the major reason for their proposed hike, and is contained in a letter to the Commission. ALTON had last week proposed a 40% increase in the cost of calls, short messaging services, SMS, and data to the NCC as a result of the rising cost of a running business in the nation. The International Monetary Fund has said rising oil prices may lead to high inflation and slow growth across the world. It stated that the rise in oil prices may echo the 1970s when geopolitical tensions caused fossil fuel prices to spike. It disclosed that this in a new report titled Lower Oil Reliance Insulates the World from 1970s Style Crude Shock. According to IMF, the war in Ukraine and sanctions on Russia are causing substantial economic spillovers, notably for energy. The Washington-based lender said for some Rising oil prices may echo the 1970s when geopolitical tensions also caused fossil fuel prices to spike. It added that oil price increases have been contained by spare production capacity in some countries and petroleum reserves in others. In our foreign news, a former security chief who oversaw the crackdown of Hong Kong's democratic movement was anointed the business hub's new leader on Sunday by a small committee of Beijing loyalists. John Lee, 64, was the only candidate in a Beijing-backed one-horse race to succeed outgoing leader Carrie Lam. His elevation places a security official in the top job for the first time after a tumultuous few years for a city battered by political unrest and debilitating pandemic controls. Despite the city's mini-constitution promising universal suffrage, Hong Kong has never been a democracy, the source of years of public frustration and protest since the 1997 handover to China. Its leader is instead chosen by an election committee currently comprised of 1,461 people, roughly 0.02% of the city's population. After a brief secret ballot on Sunday, the 1,416 members voted for Lee, while 8 voted against, according to officials. The rest did not cast ballots. Over now to sports. Former West Ham and Chelsea stars Scott Minto have suggested that newly appointed Ajax boss Erik ten Hag might just be considering walking away from the Manchester United contract. He said Eric will be having second thoughts after watching Manchester United's worrying 4-0 thrashing in the hands of Brighton on Saturday. The Seagulls took the lead through Moises Caicedo and Marc Cucurella doubled the lead just 4 minutes after the restart. Gross waltzed to put the game beyond the multiple league champions moments later, and Leandro Trossard scored Brighton's 4th goal of the night. The defeat officially confirmed that the Red Devils have missed out on next season's Champions League football. They will now hope to win their remaining league games and settle for the Europa League. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Governor Soludo has identified human capital development as major player in building a greater future for Anambra State. Deputy Governor Ibe Zim has called for genuine partnership to actualize state government developmental initiative. Nigerian Communication Commission has allayed fears over tariff increase. Ex-security chief has been appointed Hong Kong's next leader. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news this morning. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Chidima Oranwa. Good morning.